we're giving the customer more than any other dealer is in the state of Indiana. We're making guarantees to them that nobody else is going to make to them. So, can we use this as a closing tool? Absolutely, yes, we can. But we want to bring it up way before closing. We want to bring it up as soon as we know that customer has landed on a MotorTrend certified vehicle, which would be a vehicle that's 6 years old or newer, a vehicle that's got 75,000 miles or fewer on the odometer. If I go out and I meet and greet Marvin, and Marvin says, I'm here to see stock number so-and-so, and it's a MotorTrend certified vehicle, I'm going to go, Marvin, you picked yourself out a good one. Let me tell you 3 things about this vehicle right now, and there's a whole lot more to it, but I want to let you know there's 3 things about it that you need to know. Number 1, it is certified. That means it's been inspected. It's a multi-point inspection, not just a safety inspection. A safety inspection means we see if it starts, stops, and steers, all right? The state of Indiana requires that we make sure that the lights work, the horn honks, and the brakes work, sort of. But we go way beyond that. If I'm sitting down at a desk, I'm going to show them this. I'm going to go through it with them and say, look, if it doesn't pass every one of these points, we make a decision. Do we pay to have it fixed? And if it's too expensive, we send it to the auction. You know where it ends up? It ends up next door, because they don't certify their off-brand vehicles. We certify everything. Only a MotorTrend store can do that. No other type of store can certify all the other vehicles. Once we inspect it, we guarantee it. Marvin, we're going to guarantee that powertrain, which are all the expensive parts to fix or replace, it's going to last you a lifetime. Meaning as long as you own that vehicle, as long as you keep that vehicle serviced according to the factory recommended intervals, as long as you keep those records intact, anything breaks, including seals and gaskets, somebody else is going to pay for that repair. All you do is pay a $100 deductible.
You said according to what again?
According to the factory recommended intervals. Whatever the factory book says you're supposed to do to that vehicle. If it's change oil every 5,000 or 7,500 or 15,000 or 10,000, whatever, you need to do that.
Factory regulated intervals.
Factory recommended intervals. You want to get the right maintenance, the maintenances done that the factory recommends at the intervals the factory recommends. So it's got to be getting the right stuff done at the right time.
So we already had this, but we just added the steroid name of MotorTrend, pretty much.
Well, yeah, and we're adding a couple other things to it. Okay, I'm adding the fact that you can't pay too much. I'm guaranteeing the price. Okay, I'm guaranteeing that you're going to love the car, because if you don't, bring the sucker on back, exchange it. You're not going to get stuck with something that you don't want. Damon, you've been selling for just a couple weeks, but have you noticed that people sort of worry about paying too much for a car? Yeah, they do. You can eliminate that fear now. You can say, hey, dude, you can't pay too much here. Look, we discounted the ever-living devil out of it to get you here. We pre-discount our vehicles, because if we don't, phones don't ring, email inboxes don't fill up, nobody shows up. Price had to be attractive or you wouldn't be here, but you're probably wondering. Can we go lower? No, we can't. Can somebody else go lower? Well, if they do, you're still a winner, because we'll make up the difference. You can't pay too much for one of our MotorTrend certified vehicles. That policy is in writing. Why is it important to say it's in writing, Marvin?
Because it builds credibility.
It builds credibility, so it builds validity. It's not just a car salesman talking. So, 3 guarantees. Powertrain's guaranteed. Price is guaranteed. You loving it is guaranteed, because if you don't, bring the sucker on back. Now, what else? I'd go through this with the customer right off the bat. And then as I'm showing off the vehicle, I'm going to talk about the other things. By the way, you'll be glad to know that your first service is on us. Okay? Instead of you paying $50 or $60, Logan, to get the oil changed and tires rotated, we're going to foot that bill for you. Why do we do that? We got a great service department. We think you'll like it. We're willing to pay you to use it the first time. It's that simple. Okay? Jamie, look, you're going to get dings and dents if you park your car. It happens to everybody in Indiana. everybody in Indiana, and most everybody in Indiana never gets those things fixed. It hurts the value of their vehicle when they trade or sell it. We're going to make sure your dings and dents get fixed during the first 6 months. And by the way, Damon, if you plan on keeping the vehicle longer than 6 months, check with Corey. He'll show you how to extend that paintless dent repair coverage out to 3, 4, even 5 years. All right? Bill, we're going to take care of your tires and wheels for you for the first 6 months. You hit anything between the curbs, anything in the road that's not supposed to be there, blows a tire, bends or breaks a wheel, we're going to fix or replace both of them. And if you plan on keeping your vehicle longer than 6 months, check with Corey. He'll show you how to keep that coverage intact for up to 5 years.
So each one can be
Extended, absolutely. Marvin?
Yes.
I hope you never have to have your vehicle taken out of service overnight for a repair, but if you do, you don't have to worry about renting a car. We'll provide you a service loaner. Okay?